Hello, this is HBM's Crypto-Corner for Wednesday, March 2nd, 2016. We have several items to get to today, so let's go ahead and get this party started. According to our good friend Guy Edwards over at BigfootLunchClub.com, there's going to be an exclusive screening at a Portland Hopsquatch event, and that'll be not this Saturday, but next Saturday, March 12th. Doors are going to open at 5:30 p.m., They're going to be exclusively screening the movie Stomping Ground. Tickets are only $5. Apparently the director is going to be there, so going to be really great, going to be really interesting. So for those of you who are in the Portland, Oregon area, you can attend that. And that is at the Lucky Lab Brew Pub, located at 1945 Northwest Quimby Street in Portland. You can contact Guy Edwards at brainjarmedia.com. You can always contact him at 503-929-7436 or register online at hopsquatch.com. Looks like a great event. There's a new general store in southeast Oklahoma in Heavener. It's called the Bigfoot General Store. So for those who are in the area, you can go maybe get a t-shirt, maybe get some other items related to Bigfoot or Sasquatch. I think there is something similar to that in Honabi or near Honabi, where people can purchase Bigfoot items. Honabi has kind of become the town that Bigfoot built, and there's actually a documentary by that name, by the way. So if you're ever in Heavener, Oklahoma, check out the Bigfoot General Store. And BOITS, that's an interesting name, Bigfoot Organization for Investigating Tracks and Sightings. So far, 2016 has proven to be an interesting year for Bigfoot. Year's off to a hot start. You know, we had the opening of the Expedition Bigfoot, the Sasquatch Museum in North Georgia. The museum claims to have the largest collection of Bigfoot artifacts in the world. Bigfoot continues to make the news across other parts of America. A creature, quote-unquote, was filmed in a Utah forest, but the film was so short and inconclusive that we don't really know if it was a real Bigfoot or not. And there's a video you can check out to hear about these sightings and more. Now, the video in question was from near Payson, Utah, and Dr. Jeff Meldrum took a look at it, and he immediately said it wasn't real. And if you watch the video and you see the enhancements of it, you can see that it's a guy in a costume. So it's not a very convincing hoax. All it is, it's a guy in a costume. Yeah, move along, nothing to see here, right? That's just how it goes sometimes in the Bigfoot world. The Survivor Man, Les Stroud, is doing his thing, and he's showing some of his survival skills to us. I mean, this is great stuff. This is very cool stuff. I'm a big fan of Les Stroud, even without his Bigfoot stuff. I like his show. I like the guy's show. I mean, he is very, very adept to surviving in the wilderness. I'm constantly amazed and impressed by his abilities. You know, this is a guy he's been doing this for a long time. And, I have to say, I would feel very comfortable with a guy like Les Stroud out in the woods. If I was out in the woods with someone, it would be him. Because he knows the woods.
Messages received from 34754.
Thank you. But yeah, this is a guy who knows the woods, knows what he's doing out there. And he's no greenhorn. We know this. This is a guy who's no greenhorn. And I would feel perfectly comfortable out in the wilderness with a guy like Les Stroud as my guide. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way as well. Well, now here's something interesting from the West Branch Grassman, which is a YouTube channel. His picks for best Bigfoot research books. Don't think I've seen this. Now I'm trying to think who West Branch Grassman could be. Could that possibly be Doug Waller, who actually works in the library? I can't remember. I think he works in the library in Cambridge, Ohio. He's written a couple of books himself. I read the first book he wrote. Really great. I haven't gotten his second book yet, but I do want to read it. I think he gives great perspective on the search for these elusive hairy primates, especially in the Buckeye State. If it is Doug Waller, then he's doing us a great service, I think, by giving us the top 10 research books. I mean, it's tremendous. It's really great. So, hey, yeah, this is awesome. So now people can know what books to get, what books to avoid. This is kind of old news, but Shane Bradbury and we host a program called the Looking for Bigfoot News Hour. And last Wednesday, we had Jesus Payan Jr. on with us. Now, if you're a Breaking Bad fan, you'll recognize this guy. That's Gonzo. Yes, that is Gonzo from Breaking Bad. And it was a great show. We had a great time talking to Jesus Jr. Very knowledgeable guy. He's not afraid to speak his mind, and he's a very cool guy. I mean, he's very cool, very friendly, very approachable. And Shane and I were really appreciative of him coming on the show. He was awesome. He was great. It was great to talk to him. And yeah, he said that the one cast member that was interested in the subject was from Breaking Bad was R.J. Mitty, aka Walt Jr. And I asked him who the most skeptical member of the cast was. Gosh, who did he say was the most skeptical? Oh, Giancarlo Esposito, Gus. Yes, the guy who played Gus on Breaking Bad, Giancarlo Esposito, was the most skeptical of the cast members of Breaking Bad. So that was very cool. These were the questions I asked him, by the way. So yeah, Jesus is a great guy. He's a cool guy. I recommend everybody look for him on Facebook. He's very approachable. He's easy to talk to. You don't have to make any special provisions to talk to him. He's very open to people. I mean, he's open to the fans. I mean, that's why I'm a big fan of his because he's open to the fans. You know, he doesn't shun the fans. You know, and I give a big thumbs up to Jesus Jr. He's very great, very cool guy, very cool dude. Finally, today I want to share a review that I just wrote for a book, a really great book that I just finished reading today called Monster Trek, The Obsessive Search for Bigfoot. And the review reads as follows: terrific treatise on those who search for one of the last truly great mysteries. This book is not about Bigfoot, so let us be clear about that. It is about those who search for these elusive primates and have very different goals to achieve success. Some are in it for the money and fame, others are in it for name recognition, and others still are in it for scientific advancement of this mysterious species. The author talks to Bigfooters known and those who fly under the radar and travels to different states: Florida, Oklahoma, Ohio, Wisconsin, Illinois, North Carolina, Wyoming, and Kentucky, to interview these researchers and get their perspectives on why they are pursuing this mystery and what their motives are. Gisandi remains neutral throughout his talks with these people and gets to see some beautiful country as an added bonus. Some of the individuals he speaks to are Dr. Jeff Meldrum, John Mainzinski, Matt Moneymaker, Don Young, Don Keating, Carol Ann Solomon, Pat Rance, Donna Coors, Harold Benny, and several others. He's not completely sold on the idea of giant hairy bipeds roaming our forests, but does not completely rule it out either. This is a really terrific and well-balanced read, peppered with humor and not more than a few expletives, so it gets at least a PG-13 rating. But this one is also very well researched and entertaining and hard to put down. Really enjoyed this one and highly recommend it. It's a really great book. I really loved it. I thought it was tremendous. And folks, let's see. That's going to do it for this week's HBM's Crypto Corner. But before I go, Mark DeWorth has made an announcement that he is giving away some of the last VIP tickets for the Ohio Bigfoot Conference. And you're going to get all kinds of cool swag as a result. I mean, and he's doing this the same way he did this last year, where he has people utilizing PayPal, and you can use different levels of payment to win all kinds of cool prizes. In addition to winning the 2 VIP tickets. Okay, I'm going to go to the Ohio Bigfoot Conference Facebook page, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I just saw something from John Kirk, which looks interesting. I'm going to make that announcement here in a second, as soon as I tell you all about this. Okay, and there's also individuals sponsoring. There's also individuals sponsoring speakers at the Ohio Bigfoot Conference this year as well. Here we are. Here it is. This is what I was looking for. VIP ticket fundraiser. Who would like the opportunity to win Ohio Bigfoot Conference May 14th, 2016 VIP tickets and a whole lot more while at the same time support a local Ohio charity in need? This year's event features presentations by Cliff Barackman, Sibylla Irwin, Bob Gimlin, Guy Edwards, and James Bobo Fay. Prizes include 1 pair of front row VIP tickets to the OBC 2016 and 2 conference t-shirts, $150 value. A first edition hardbound edition of Dr. Jeff Meldrum's book, Sasquatch Lived to Meet Science. A first edition hardbound copy of Peter Burns' 1975 book, Bigfoot, Monster, Myth, or Man. I should say The Search for Bigfoot. A first edition hardbound copy of Still Living, Yeti, Sasquatch, and the Neanderthal Enigma by anthropologist Myra Shackley, and a few more surprise items to be named. The drawing will take place on March 26 on Facebook. Winners will also be contacted via email. Good luck. Donation levels are $10 for 1 ticket, $20 for 4 tickets, and $50 for 15 tickets. Go to OhioBigfootConference.org and scroll to just below the speaker pictures and click the Donate tab to take you to PayPal. Good luck. So that's the announcement for this year's Ohio Bigfoot Conference VIP ticket fundraiser. And as I mentioned, Mark did this also last year, and I think it's a great thing. I think it's going to be awesome. It'll give somebody the opportunity to actually, for those who may not have a VIP ticket yet, and may have lucked out on getting, or not lucked out on getting one, they can get one through these means. Okay, let's see what John Kirk has written. A project is underway at Simon Fraser University in British Columbia in regard to geographic aspects of Sasquatch. The researchers have asked me to locate the names of all the Sasquatch Bigfoot organizations in Canada and America. If you belong to a group or can speak on their behalf, please post here so that I can include your organization in the survey. Please read all posts before you post. I don't want to have to sort through multiple entries for the same group. Individuals count too if you are an independent investigator. There are exceptions which they do not want to collect, and these are woo groups and non-flesh and blood people. This is for strictly credible and serious groups and individuals. Thanks for your assistance. Well, this is great. I mean, this is awesome. So if you're on Facebook and if you're friends with John Kirk III, then you can send him. If you're part of a research group, you just send him the name of the research group. This is great. This is pretty awesome. Anyhow, yeah, that is going to do it for this week. Really enjoyed doing this for you guys and had a great time. Oh, one other thing. I was interviewed on Monster X Radio a few nights ago. And you just go to blogtalkradio.com/MXR, and you'll find the interview. Shane and Gunner, I thought, were very fair, and they asked me some great questions, and well, not just they, but there were also those in the chat room who were asking me great questions, and I really appreciate everybody who participated in the show and asked me questions that I attempted to answer them as best I could. And I'm very appreciative for those guys having me on. And yes, guys, I'll be back on if you ask me again. For certain. No question about it. I will be on again. Anyway, that is going to do it for this week. Thanks, guys, for supporting this. I know this looks a little unusual filming this with my phone. But I'm using a tablet, and it's kind of hard to get a screen recorder without having to use a root on a tablet, so I decided to do this with my phone. But thanks, guys, for being patient. And until next week, y'all be good or be good at it. This has been HBM's Crypto Corner.